And we are live. Welcome to another edition of Creature Creation. We have three people tonight, so we're going to have to change things up a little bit on how we do this, but that's okay. What type of massively overpowered critter is on tap for tonight? We shall see. So, before we start with the creature thing, let's go around the horn and introduce ourselves. Everyone knows me, unfortunately, so we're just going to skip right to Liam.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Liam. Liam's Lyceum is my YouTube channel. I talk about books, obviously. But I also am an author of sorts. I have one book out. I don't have a copy on hand, but it is a sword and sorcery novella. I think if I moved this stack over here, it'd probably fall. But there is a copy in that stack. But I also, I don't know. I'm a student. I have other projects going on. Like I'm trying to read all the Forgotten Realms novels, for example, which is quite a task. And I'm doing a translation project for Alfred's Old English Homilies, for example. So, yeah, I do a lot of things.
Nice. Okay. T went dark, but can you hear us? T? Oh, you're muted. So, Cullen, the international man of mystery.
That's me.
Sorry.
That's what I do.
I'm back. I was grabbing Liam's book.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I don't have mine either. So
Dreamer awake.
Dreamer awake.
Yes.
buy it now on Amazon.
Rookie.
Yeah.
But
I plug
He also
Liam's
has a
book.
short story in this one.
Yes. Short story with the same character in that anthology. Yeah.
Which I haven't read yet. I have read Dreamer Awake, but anyways, yes.
So,
I haven't
Cullen,
read you.
what do you do other than be an international man of mystery?
Well, right now, I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I'm playing the Zelda games. That's about it. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, see, now I'm jealous.
Yeah, I'm almost done with Skyward Sword. That's all I'm doing.
So you couldn't exactly tell Liam that you were busy tonight when he asked you if you want to do this.
Well, the reason I was almost late is because I was playing Skyward Sword, so I wasn't really busy. I was waiting for a save statue, whatever they're called.
Ugh. So, and one book counts. Yeah. And then last but not least, the Alaskan assassin, T.
Oh.
Tell us about
Yeah.
yourself.
I also have a YouTube channel that I talk about books, primarily fantasy, but a lot of historical fiction and stuff like that as well. Sci-fi to some degree as well. Tonight, though, I'm mostly here on bequest of Liam as his emotional support person. So
Same.
It's true. I always need tea around. Makes me feel a lot better.
Fair. He's just calming that way.
He is.
I try.
Even though he's an assassin, apparently. I didn't know this. But
And he's Alaskan. I didn't know that.
So,
Now you
Liam,
do.
where are you calling in from?
What?
Liam and Cullen, where are you calling in
Oh.
from?
I'm in Idaho, which feels like Alaska sometimes. I haven't seen the ground for a couple months, so, but yeah. But
Wow. I didn't know there were so many people in Idaho. I thought there were like 4, and I know 2.
there's a
of them.
couple with like a moose, and then
Yeah.
so
There are 4, and you.
and
do
a
know.
grizzly bear maybe. So,
I'm in North Carolina right now.
Okay, so I'm your neighbor. I'm in Virginia.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Okay, so are we ready to get started?
Sure.
are we ready? I don't know. I guess so.
We shall see. No one has failed yet at this, so we'll see what happens.
I'm good at that.
Let's see. Liam, you were the one that instigated this, so you get to go first. What category do you want, and what do you want from? Actually, I guess you get 2. So tell me what you're picking.
Oh.
So
Oh. His internet's not very good.
Oh, there we go. Sorry. All right, I'm going first, right? I think that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stud-
Oh my. So I just choose one of these 6, right? Oh gosh. Can we go with weaknesses?
Sure. What is the weakness going to be?
I'm gonna say it's hunted for hide.
Nice. Haven't had that one yet.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So T, go ahead and pick one.
You set yourself up for this. I'm going with size.
Oh, no.
Okay. And what size are you looking at?
Bug.
Bug.
Okay. Cullen, your turn.
Already very interesting.
I'll go active time.
Okay.
We'll say it migrates hundreds of miles.
A good start. Good start.
Yes. Let it be wingless. Okay. So Liam, your choice: terrain, strength, or diet.
Ooh. Oh gosh. Let's do terrain. Let's say Savannah. Savannah.
Let's see. So T, what is its strength, or what is its diet? Your pick.
Let's go with controls elements on strengths.
It controls elements. Okay. The Savannah moves with it.
Yes.
Fog cloud now surrounding it is what I'm seeing, and totally ineffectual when something just goes and swallows the whole cloud. But anyway, that leaves Cullen for diet. Please pick carnivore.
Yeah, I don't know if I should do carnivore or insectivore because he can either be a cannibal or a carnivore, and I don't know. We'll do carnivore. I want a carnivore.
All right, a carnivorous bug.
Well, it's not. It's just the size of a bug. We don't know that it is a bug.
I'm thinking it's a bug.
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
A bug with
It is
a
for
valuable
its hide.
Yeah, very interesting.
So there's a red beetle in South America that they hunt, they gather, and they crush it up, and that's how
Skittles.
they get dies.
Yeah.
Skittles.
Yeah. No, it's true, dude. Or it's M&M's. I can't remember.
So yeah, that there is precedent for this. If it's in fact an insect, and there we go. This is my brother who is not trying to help.
Swarms of them eat very large mammals.
No, just one. One eats the entire large mammal.
It takes a while. Just give it a minute.
Okay, so now it's time to start spitballing. What is this creature? Does it have wings? Does it not? How many legs does it have? What kind of mouth or proboscis? Is this a mosquito? Did you just do a mosquito? Is that what you did?
It should have like tracks like a tank, completely natural.
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
I like that.
So it's going to be great for when it migrates. I was going to put thousands of miles, and then I was like, well, wildebeest, they only do like a couple hundred miles on the Serengeti, so good luck getting through a river, though. Okay, so what else about this?
Oh man, I don't know. That's tough.
Well, it's a carnivore, so that it's either a hunter or a scavenger.
Right.
So if it's a hunter, how does it kill? If it's a scavenger, it doesn't matter. What type of mouth does it have?
It has one jaw. It's just a wide open orifice. No,
I don't. Where do you even go? All I can imagine is a very, very small tank. Like after you said that, so it hunts with a gun. That's what
I'm thinking. A long needle nose.
Yeah.
horns.
So you're saying it has an exoskeleton then, Cullen?
Yeah, it has an exoskeleton, and I like the long nose things, but I want to say it like shoots a projectile out of its nose.
Like
Yeah,
snot projectiles or something. Or...
Yeah,
knockout
something.
venom type thing.
Yeah, there you go. Like a
So it's not like a frog that just shoots its tongue. It shoots snot balls.
like a blowpipe.
Yeah.
Oh, and it doesn't even kill him; it just paralyzes him, and then it eats him alive. Yeah, that's cool.
It could be big bug size. You know, bugs can get pretty big. You know?
Yeah, it could be a quite large bug.
I've seen some big ones. Yeah.
Instead of like a centimeter, it's like an inch. No.
Snot balls that, what am I trying to say? Puts to sleep.
Paralyze.
Paralyzes prey. Okay, so yes,
Sounds
there's
natural.
lots of paralyzed elephants on the savannah.
Epic.
That's why they're going extinct.
Uh-huh.
Is this
What
a
else?
solo hunter or a pack hunter?
Ooh,
I think it's funnier if it's not a pack hunter.
yeah.
I agree. I think it's got to be a solo.
Oh gosh.
It's just an organic tank.
I
that's
want
all it
one.
is.
Let's
And
see.
they keep pets and they go on John Wick rampages when the pet dies. No,
Yeah, bad attitude.
Tell me about this hide. Why is it hunted? What special things does it have?
Oh, I just thought it looked cool, like a zebra or something. That's what I imagined.
It's just a zebra tank.
It's just a
we
zebra
could say, well, you could like
Zebra.
crush it up for some like ink or something. I don't know. Like
Nobody writes anymore.
it's
I'm
true.
doing that.
It's magic ink. No,
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I guess if it's gonna go in a D&D campaign, why not? Epic.
And what elements does it control? Is it weather or I put elements and I don't really know what that means. So it's up to you guys to discern what I was thinking because I don't know.
That's a good one.
Well, the basic is water, fire, earth, or air.
So should we not go basic?
we should do
Something
plasma.
else?
Plasma.
Plasma. It's a bloodbender.
What? Just a random element from the periodic table.
So this
Yeah,
is why
bismuth.
I agree
It controls bismuth.
Oh, again, my brother's not helping necessarily. But
Wait, no. Yeah, it's like a rhino beetle, right? We can go with that. Carnivorous mini tanks that bite your feet off. Hey, it was Liam's idea, actually.
Seemed appropriate.
okay. And so the elements does plasma. That's why there's forest fires, and that's why it migrates. Is this what we're saying?
Sure.
Sure.
Destroys its
That's
own
why it
environment,
lives in the
whatever.
savannah. 'Cause
Yeah.
It burns down the forest and creates savannas.
So during the dry season, nobody wants to get near these things because it's just a spark away.
I mean, I wouldn't want to get near this.
I want
But
the,
it's got a valuable hide.
yeah, I want the magic ink. What are you talking
Right.
about? A bard or a wizard could really use that.
It's true.
So how does it create its fire? Is it like a cricket and it rubs its legs together and it doesn't have legs, it has tank tracks.
I was thinking something like that, yeah. But how do you do it?
Does he rub its
Well,
nose up against a tree or something or something woody and
Well, maybe it's a combination of the snot balls and its magic hide.
okay.
Go on.
Because I don't know how it would work. Depends on how much mobility its nose has.
I just put snot balls are flammable.
That
And
works.
That works. Whatever.
Venomous and
paralyzing
flammable
and
are bad.
flammable. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
burns the
Cool.
skin, and that's how the poison can penetrate faster.
Okay.
Sure. Just throwing out ideas here, huh?
They're good ideas. I like them.
I'm trying to make sense of this, and it can be a challenge.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, are we ready for a couple monkey wrenches? Because
Yeah.
we already got us there. So, Cullen, pick a number between 1 and 12.
Okay, let's go 8.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it has an aversion to water,
Makes
which
sense.
okay,
That's fair.
really going to hurt you too much here. T, give us a number 1 to 12.
Let's go 8 again.
8 again. Okay. It creates.
Oh, we already discussed that too.
This is working out pretty well, honestly.
I mean, you could have had razor armor, but no. You
Oh
got
man.
Dark cloud. Okay, so this really no changes here. I mean, you can keep pretty much what you have, right?
Yeah.
So, Liam, here's your chance. Throw a monkey wrench in here that really screws things up. 1 to 12.
1 to 12. I'm gonna roll a dice real quick.
Yeah, I was getting mine ready. I wasn't fast enough. I got it now.
Okay. 3.
3. Okay. I don't know when it migrates, but it also hibernates.
Ah.
It's not very busy most of the time.
As it's migrating hundreds of miles.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, this is not really hurting you so much. Do we want to continue with the next monkey wrenches then?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Come on. Give me a number or roll, whatever you want to do.
Oh, okay. We'll go with I got 6.
4, 5, 6. Okay. It has a symbiote.
No.
I don't know what that means. I'll be honest. It's like venom or something.
It has a little creature attached to it.
Oh, that's cool.
What if it was like much bigger actually than
Yeah. What?
We will say that it is the symbiote.
All right, that's good.
That
Much
works.
better.
So what does this attach itself to? That it cannot be unattached when it's migrating and hibernating.
and
Good
causing
question.
forest fires?
Oh man, something that's not okay with eating a paralyzed corpse. Ideally,
So it has tank treads,
a human.
but it's a symbiote. Okay, sure. Go ahead. I think we got a monkey wrench here.
It's a tank on my shoulder.
This is a weird world.
So
Yeah. I don't like it.
what kind of creature is a symbiote with?
I don't know.
It's got to be a flying creature.
It does. Okay.
Okay.
Well, because it's like tank gets flown in and airdropped.
Ah, word. All right. So I don't know any savanna birds, really. I'll be honest with you.
Buzzard, just
All right.
It's just a
vulture or
There you
something.
go. That's tough because they fly over corpses, and this is a not a scavenger. But
Well, this is how it clears out the other scavengers. Is it drops a little tank onto the scavengers that then shoot flammable and paralyze them. I mean, you got a whole new way of hunting here.
pretty smart, honestly.
Okay, so it is a symbiote with a buzzard. Who hasn't gone twice? Liam, you've not given me a second one, have you?
I don't think so.
So pick a number between 1 and 12, roll for it, whatever you want to do.
Hey, I rolled a 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've had this before, but I like it. when feeding.
Oh.
I said it has a bad attitude.
Feeding.
Gosh.
So that really isn't going to change too much for you for this creature. So T, I guess that leaves you with the last choice, 1 to 12.
I don't have a dice, so let's see. Let's go with 6.
3, 4, 5, 6. This one haven't had in a while. It has brittle fangs.
Oh, it's got to
Poor guy.
eat food somehow.
So that's why it burns it, so they can then chew it because, brittle fangs.
Yeah.
Ah, word.
It, clearly makes perfect sense.
It's actually really touchy about its culinary skills with its burning, because if it burns it too much, it's gonna just break its face.
True.
You gotta get it nice
But
and
if
tender.
it, yeah. How's it going to eat it? Yeah, I guess.
So we haven't talked about what color this is, and my artist is going to ask me what color this is. So
Oh,
Hmm.
orange is my favorite color. I'm going to say orange.
because that's great for camouflage.
Yeah, sure.
On the savannah, it's all right.
What's another color that doesn't exist on the savannah?
Purple.
Yeah,
Purple. Great color combination.
Purple and orange. There we go. So it has a giant. Yeah.
Yes.
That's good. Take away the zebra print and make it plaid. I like that.
A plaid little tank bug thing.
What about that? The zebra print, purple and orange. Nice. I like it. Okay. What? It drops off the buzzard. Is that what it does? And attacks from above.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? It's like a scene from a Fast and Furious movie or something. It's crazy.
So is this doing full on carrion, or is this killing the other scavengers, or what is it doing? Or is it just, missing and starting forest fires?
What is it doing and what it's trying to do are two different things. I think it kills other scavengers, or tries to, and starts forest fires. I like that.
Yeah.
So it kind of controls fire is what that should say on the notes.
Beetle tank.
Okay, this is not in any way ridiculous. Does it have?
Seems perfectly realistic to me.
So it has no legs or arms. It just has the tank treads.
Just
And apparently it has brittle fangs along with a really long nose.
So are these like tusks that point up? Are they ones that go down? Does it like latch onto people with the fangs and then shoot them like in the back of the head with the?
I think it's like it looks like Cubert but with tank tracks and then like pincers underneath his long nose. That's what I think. And they're brittle.
Totally misspelled that, but that's okay. Okay. Let's see. What do I need? What does he ask me that I always say I really should have asked that before the ended? So we know the color, which is ridiculous. We know it has a long nose. It has the pinchers underneath the long nose. It does not have arms or legs, but it has tank treads. Zebra print, carapace, rhino beetle shaped. Snot balls are flammable, dropped from birds, forest fires. It has an exoskeleton, which obviously, if it's a tank, So what are we missing here? What else does this thing need to be all it can be?
Does it have eyes?
It should probably have very hard to aim without it. So what kind of eyes? Compound eyes, regular eyes? Are they front facing? Are they on the sides? Does he have more than two? You know,
I think it shouldn't have eyes, and it should just have antenna. That's what I think.
Yeah.
It's got a little light, like one of those. What's those fish that live
Like an
in the water?
anglerfish.
Yeah, like an
Yes.
anglerfish. Not for any good reason, it just has a little light.
It just
Anyway.
dangles there.
The camouflage on this animal is really good.
bioluminescent lure. So if it's on the floor of
What animal's gonna fall for that?
the savannah, light up and it's not gun.
It's the signal pickup.
It knows Morse code. Yeah.
It's a flare for the buzzards to know where they are.
It's just constantly flashing SOS.
Oh my.
So I'm guessing the antenna can feel air pressure, and that's how it knows where its prey is, or does it just shoot indiscriminately?
Shoots indiscriminately.
The
Goes
antenna
berserk
are
when
just to know when
feeding.
something gets near it. Other than that, it just shoots.
So it's like the lawn sprinkler, just
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it like fully automatic? Like, how does it shoot? What's the
I'm
What's the reload time?
what's the reload time?
a little concerned though. If it's shooting snot balls, isn't it going to dehydrate like really fast?
Yeah, they dry
It's
out.
got an aversion to water.
Isn't it? Yeah, right. So
The life cycle's like 24 hours.
it's really fast, guys.
So it's water from eating whatever it eats.
I guess.
Yeah, because it's, and I'm guessing it just drowns if it goes into water because it probably just sinks, being a tank and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not an amphibious tank.
Sad.
So we'll add that sinks in water.
60 snot balls per second. That's ridiculous.
60 snot balls per second, but after 60, it runs out. That's it.
The airborne assault
It
season.
shoots for 1 second.
It shoots for 1 second and then it dies. Unless it kills something, then it continues to live. Hey, this is a good idea.
Survival of the fittest.
Okay, so I think we got enough here for a creature, maybe. So, food source, what does it prefer? Mammals, anything with a pulse?
Yeah, I think it's pretty indiscriminate. I think most of the time it ends up killing other buzzards, but I think it's pretty indiscriminate. It'll take a lion if it can get it.
Okay. And how does it move? Just the tank treads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The organic tank shreds.
360 degrees.
Yeah.
And
Usually.
drops.
Yeah. The sky.
Uh-huh.
Does it have a way to slow itself down, or is it just impervious to fall
Just
damage?
plummets.
Well, it sinks in water, so it has to be pretty heavy. So, on the plus side is the wind is not going to affect it too much when it's dropping, but
90% of the time, it doesn't survive the fall.
it has to hit soft tissue, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Just imagine being one of the hunters for this and you just see one fall out of the sky and go plop. You're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
If you don't catch it, you're not going to get it.
But you gotta catch it because it'll disintegrate upon impact.
The people who hunt it, they don't even have to. They just hold bug nets out and just hope they catch one. That's all they do. Not very hard.
flame retardant bug nets.
Oh, absolutely.
When does this thing sleep? Is it
Hmm.
It hibernates. Sleeps a lot. I don't know.
so? I mean, I guess it sleeps when the buzzard sleeps, right?
Yeah.
So nighttime. Okay. Nest, lair, home. I'm guessing. Wait, does this like hang out in the buzzard's nest? Because I just see that ending in fire and all the eggs getting. Um,
Get startled. That's why there's so many forest fires.
and then the nest falls down onto the dry grass savanna, and yeah, there, away you go.
Mm-hmm.
So buzzard's nest, I guess, is really all they're going to have.
Yeah.
It's solitary, you said.
Yep.
Okay, so language is going to be not available.
Morse.
What is the biggest
Morse.
that this has?
Biggest threat? Oh.
Is there a predator that would come near?
Time.
Flame retardant bug nets?
Is there anything that eats these?
Eats them? No. Not till the
No.
carapace is mashed up and put into Skittles.
Only the
Magic Skittles.
Magic schools, yeah. Taste the rainbow, man.
Yeah, probably humans. Sentient beings.
Okay, how long do these things live?
That is the question.
I mean, they have to have time to reproduce, which I don't even want to get into the mating thing because that's. Ooh.
That's messy. They self-reproduce. I don't know, man. Like 24 hours on average, up to a week if they're lucky. I don't know.
It's like a mayfly.
Yeah.
Okay, so the solitary creature lives less than a week, but it finds time to reproduce when it's not starting forest fires, migrating, or hibernating.
Yeah, it gets busy. That's for sure.
So when you say hibernating, you just call that sleep in any other creature, right? Because
Yeah. It hibernates most of its life away.
I mean, I'm jealous of that, but so
I don't know, man. Like a year?
I'd say let's go a year. So it migrates like once, and then it's the next generation migrates back.
You made a mistake. Go back.
It's like a salmon. It's pretty normal.
And now we need a name for this creature.
Panzer beetle.
The Panzer beetle.
That works.
That's a pretty good idea, actually.
We can keep going. I mean, Panzer beetle is fine, but if anybody has other ones, we can
Yeah.
always put it to my brother was the one who said the airborne assault zebra beetle tank, which
That's a mouthful.
It's a good name too.
I mean, it tells you exactly what it does.
Don't forget it controls the elements. So,
Yeah.
or like, kind of.
So, yeah, well, that's the fire. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So, Cena is fine with Panzer beetle. Panzer, oh. Because it's just making it up as it goes along.
Accurate. The AAZBT.
He wears pants.
Asbit. That's the sound that it makes. Asbit. Asbit. Asbit.
D and the B in there for like the zebra print, so you can work with that.
Well, airborne assault zebra beetle tank. Abst. Asbit.
I like it.
AAZBT. Okay. So I think that we have a horrible, terrible creature that serves no purpose other than to wreak havoc. But I think we've done it.
Like
Gonna
mosquitoes.
use it in your next D&D
All right,
campaign,
anyways,
Liam?
He said he was.
honestly, I could probably fit it in. To be honest.
Be afraid of
As
lights.
colloquially known as the Panzer beetle.
We're in the middle of the mountains right now, so I don't know when he's gonna put it in, but
Buzzard's gonna fly.
Buzzard just drops it in.
Soon it shall be Savannah. No,
just because of this.
yeah.
How many hit points do you give this then, Liam?
Oh my. Well, I mean, it's got armor. Well, we could do the ridiculous thing. We're playing Castle and Crusades, which is really close to like AD&D. So give it like just like 28 AC, and then give it like a really low amount of health though, like like one
Yeah.
or two hit die, and then just insane AC.
That's good. I like
It's
that.
like when you try to step on some of those like hornets or whatever, and you just can't kill them, right? You gotta chop into them. So.
Yeah. Cockroach.
Okay, well, I will send this off to my artist, and probably in a couple weeks there will be a picture of this Esbeth Panzer beetle.
It's unholy creation.
So I guess the first question is, T, which creature do you like better of the two that you've been a part of now?
I think I need to see him face off.
Which was the first one again? Remind me. Goldfish memory here.
Angus something or other. I don't remember what it ended up being called. It was basically, what was it? A flightless winged marsupial bear with a prehensile tail.
Bear?
It ate children when they slept.
Yes.
In the Scottish Highlands. So yes, the Scottish Highlands bear be meeting the Savannah beetle. I don't know where. France, apparently.
Good idea.
Either one of those could take over the country. Oh, anyway.
So true.
Okay, so I have nothing else. So to save this, I'm going to say, Liam, what are you reading currently?
What am I reading? I'm in the middle of a few things. Let's see. I'm in The Leper of St. Giles by Ellis Peters, which is the fifth book in the Codvale Chronicles. Ellis Peters is a pen name for Edith Pargeter. But this one came out in the early 80s. It's a medieval murder mystery.
Interesting.
Set during the English anarchy, 12th century. It's good, like the first four so far. And I mean, it's pretty much exactly what I expected at this point. I'm also reading The Boy Who Became a Jackrabbit. I have that one right here, actually, by Charles Stanford. This is self-pub. It's really short. It's just like a novella and like a short story. It's really good. I like it. It's kind of, I mean, it's fantasy, but it's kind of cerebral, I guess. No, I mean, like, there's no action. I mean, like, I'm like more than halfway through it, and no fighting has happened, or anything like that, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if none happens. So it's just like kind of just a coming of age of. A jackrabbit's just a term for like a postal worker type of thing in this world. But yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying that. And then I'm reading Finder's Bane as well, which is a Forgotten Realms novel. So
I don't think I've read that one.
Yeah.
I stopped before that came out.
Oh darn! I like Kate Novak and Jeff Grubb. They wrote Azure Bonds together as well.
Oh yeah, I played that game, Azure Bonds.
Yeah, it was a gold box game. I like there are just a couple that wrote some books. So I'm liking. I'm not super far into this one, but it's about a bard of Finder who's like a really not popular like bardic deity in the Forgotten Realms. Yeah.
So what series in Forgotten Realms is your favorite?
Oof. I probably have 2, 3. Well,
what's it? Drist? Is that the one?
No, God, get out of here. No, I was gonna.
Exactly.
I'm not a big Drist fan at all. But I've read a good number of them. I really like the Erebus Scale books. Those are probably my favorites. They're by Paulus Kemp. He wrote some Star Wars stuff too. They're pretty good. It's like 2 trilogies, and there's like one book that's kind of off by itself before the other ones take place. So I think Shadow's Witness is that one-off that's like the first book technically for this Erebus Scale character. It's about a guy who becomes a priest of Mask. It's the god of thieves. and it gets into like shades and like shadow magic and the Shadowvar whenever they return. But that might be my favorite. It's been a while since I read that. I also like the Elminster books. They're kind of Ed Greenwood's kind of hit or miss, but I also like his style in a lot of ways. So he's always got a really quirky but like heartfelt kind of style to him. So and then Azure Bonds in that series, I like that too. So those are probably my favorite.
I remember the Moonshae, the first trilogy, which I really liked. And actually, I had that first book, which came out before they had the Forgotten Realms logo. So I had like the one Forgotten Realms book without a Forgotten Realms logo on it, but that's long gone.
All right.
Okay, Cullen, when you're not living the life playing video games and being, just living the life, what are you reading? Anything?
Yeah, right now I'm reading a few
He doesn't know how to
books,
read.
actually. I don't know how to read, so it takes me a really long time. My wife reads to me. No, I'm really living the life. No, I'm currently reading Time Enough for Love by Robert Heinlein, and also Return of the King.
Nice.
And also some other book that I can't remember the name of.
You people reading 3 books.
One of them I actually am reading with my wife. And then Return of the King, every time I open it, I cry, so it takes a while. And then Time Enough for Love is just 1,000 pages long. And not literally, but they talk about a lot of crap, so it takes a minute.
The Alaskan Assassin, what are you reading?
Well, I also have 3 books ongoing at the moment, but they're in different formats. I have audiobook, ebook, and physical book. Audiobook is Maze Runner Book 3 by James Dashner. The Death Cure is what it's called. I just realized I just filmed a series check-in video where I look at all the series that I currently have ongoing and realize, oh wait, I still have that one ongoing too. So I got the audiobook for that today. That'll be finished up probably tomorrow or Wednesday. So that's my audiobook. Physical book is Tribe of the Accord by Sean Michael Stone. This is one that the author reached out to me and asked if I would read and review. I don't know a whole lot about it. It's not about cavemen, but it's like a prehistory type story. And the author apparently like developed a game that goes along with it or something like that. So I don't know. I've had it for far too long and I actually need to read it. And so I finally had the moment to sit down and read it. So that is my physical book. And then my ebook is this little one by this random author that I ain't never heard of before, called Desperate Dispatches. This is like book 2 or book 4 or something. I don't know of this series, Protectors of Brittany or something like that. So that's my ebook. I don't even know how far in I am. I think I was at 32 before I started my lunch break, and so I'm probably at about 36 now % in.
Oh, percent? Okay.
Yeah.
So
not chapters, not pages.
I was like, wow, either you're a slow reader or you're a
well, that is very true. Very slow reader. All right, where's I'm in the I can't remember the character name. The second POV.
Are they in Spain or are they in the Dublin Castle?
Well, they're not in a castle. They're talking to. She just got an axe built.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So one of those 4 novellas in there is my absolute least favorite, and it's the worst thing I've ever written, in my opinion. But I won't tell you which of the 4. So you can tell me.
All right. I look forward to it.
Keep in mind that the best writing I've ever done is the book that is rated the lowest. So what do I know about my writing?
Yeah. But I really enjoy your books, to be honest. It's the audiobooks are fantastic. This one's not, I'm not doing on audio because I didn't buy the audiobook for this one. It doesn't exist. That's probably why. But no, I do really like the audiobooks. It's got a great narrator. And I really like your voice as an author as well. it's not too much humor, but there's enough of it that what could be a rather dark, depressing series actually is fun to read as well.
Yeah, I enjoyed becoming a druid.
I've had one person tell me becoming a druid, they looked at it and were pretty confident it was going to be cozy. And I've had a couple people tell me that it's absolutely grimdark. And I'm like,
I don't think it's grimdark.
I'm like, I don't like grimdark, so. But
no, it's not grimdark, but there is, like, if you just took the events that are taking place, it would be dark. But the way that it's written doesn't allow for that, and so that's nice because I don't care for grimdark either.
So I have a question for you, T.
All right.
In April, I'm going to get a bonus from my company, and it's going to be big enough to pay for an audiobook. So do I do Haley Traveler, which is my first sci-fi book, because the second one is coming out. I keep telling people May, so that probably means July. Or do I do Destiny Dispatches and have all 4 of my fantasy books on audio and none of my sci-fi?
It's a good question.
Yeah, I know.
I guess my question then is, are you gonna have them narrate Haley Traveler exactly as it's written?
Well, minus the one chapter.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe I like the idea of doing Haley Traveler because I'd probably get to that quicker that way. But
so
But it would also be nice to have the entire series, the entire fantasy series.
Oh, that's not the entire series. That's book 4.
Well, yeah, right.
And I'm going to.
But the entire series up till now.
Yeah, and book 5 is going to come out like 3 years after book 4 if people don't stone me first. But you know,
oh, you're fine. 3 years ain't nothing.
They won't start calling me George R.R. yet.
No.
Okay.
Not even close.
You're good there.
Yeah, not even close.
So
you probably have to die.
I'm fairly confident that you're going to actually complete book 5.
Well, I know what happens in book 5 and 6 and 7 for that matter. And book 7 is going to be an absolute bloodbath, and there's going to be a lot of people who die, and I just haven't decided who yet. And I probably won't until I write it, but it's like, and you die, and you die.
Okay.
It's like Oprah over here.
When I wrote the first time,
sadistic Oprah.
I told him, I was like, I'm running into trouble here because I have 10 named characters in Haley Traveler, the first draft, and I killed 7 of them. I'm like,
nice.
I'm like, there's just nobody left to have a conversation with. I'm like, I'm really struggling here, so I had to go back and like introduce 10 more characters so that it wasn't a 70% death count.
So I guess, are you going to have a different narrator or the same narrator for Haley Traveler?
Haley will be different. Probably be American voice. I had a friend of mine read it who happened, he's black and he's 23 years old, so, natural for me to be friends with him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only 31 years older. But anyway, and he read it, he's like, I'm like, I'm thinking they're kind of like darker skin, just sort of, somewhere. And he's like, no, these are 2 white boys. My God, they are white boys. Do not try to say they're anything. I'm like, okay. So yeah, they'll probably be just an American narrator. I actually put it out to have a couple people do voice things, and then I had to pay car bills or car repairs, so I pulled it back. But now I have a newer car with less than 50,000 miles on it, so I'm hoping that my money in April can actually go towards a audiobook. So
that would be neat. I'm hoping to get an audiobook for my novella.
I think I'm gonna say if it were up to me, I think I would say do the sci-fi.
So I talked to P.L. Stewart because he got his first book, he did the audio, and I'm like, I loved it. When's book 2 coming out? He's like, oh, I'm writing the whole series. That's just to introduce people to it, and hopefully they'll pick up the books. If not, they can wait for 8 years from now and audiobooks. And I was like, so it is a different entry point, and nobody knows me for sci-fi, or if they do,
that's kind of why I'm thinking it. I think it would be a good alternate option for entry points. Not that becoming a druid's a hard entry point at all, but it would, I think, because there's a lot of people who like sci-fi and don't like fantasy or vice versa, and I think it'd be good to have both of them.
And I'm publishing book 2 in that series, and hopefully book 3 this year, because book 3 I wrote as a novella for an anthology that got canceled. So now I have a story, but I'm just going to, expand upon it. So I already have the plot written, and it's no plot holes. So hopefully I can get those out this year, and then I'm going to do book 5, which I will make people upset in book 5. I'm very much looking forward to it.
All right.
So, yeah. So, Liam, how about you? When's your next book coming out?
That's a good question. I'm not like super consistent with my writing, or not as much as I should be. I am in the middle of another novella, but I have a bunch of short stories, so maybe eventually there'll be like a little collection. But I've been really bad about consistently writing. I'll blame like having 3 children and being in grad school. But it's been inconsistent, to say the least. So,
what is the grad school for?
It's an MA in language and literature. My focus is Germanic philology.
So you are trying to be Tolkien.
Yeah, pretty much. I wish I was that cool, but yeah. No.
You look like Jesus, but you're trying to be Tolkien.
Right. Yes, I've been told this. I'm keeping it long so I can claim the Merovingian throne when the time comes.
Okay, fair.
So, because you need long hair to be the Merovingian king, of course. So
the Do Nothing Kings, as my one coworker told me as well. Okay, and Cullen, how about you? Are you writing books? Are you keeping it secret, and you're just going to surprise us all one day?
I actually released a poetry book like a long time ago, and I have like 2 more that are constantly being worked on, and that means they will never come out. But no, actually, they're pretty much done. But I don't know. I just add to them randomly. No, I'm not writing anything. I mean, that doesn't count.
I will tell you, I wrote a couple short stories for Sins and Sorrows. Absolutely loved writing short stories, and I've not gone back and done it again since. And I was like, I loved it. I thought it was fun. It was, a whole lot less stress. The one I really liked, probably the best writing I did, and then I've just not done it anymore. I make no sense.
No, it'd be like that.
I mean,
you don't want to
really make any
memory.
Money.
Hey,
I made any money.
I made like $100 on my book, so.
Well, short stories don't really make the money, but yeah, if you make.
Mine's like a 30-page poetry book, bro.
Right. Yeah, I know. I have it.
And I formatted it very poorly. I didn't even know about formatting.
That's also true.
I don't even own my own book.
It came out like 5 years ago. It's been a minute.
So
the formatting, by the way. If I ever release a sequel, I fix the formatting.
So you all would probably be proud of me, but about a year or so ago, I was taking a class, and there's a woman who wanted to know, how can I get my book in front of agents so they can get published, and she was writing a memoir of her growing up in West Virginia. And she said she had trouble with about halfway through, so she switched from her time at the one-room schoolhouse with a teacher she didn't like, and the second half of it is all poetry. And she wanted to know how she can get this into one of the major publishers. And the woman who was teaching the class, God love her, she should play poker because she kept a straight face the whole time and never once told her, I'm going, are you kidding? Are there cameras here? So, yes. Memoir, poetry about one-room schoolhouses in West Virginia where the teacher pulled her hair.
My wife would read it. So there's that.
Self-publishing is always an option.
Yeah. KDP, baby. Amazon's around.
Don't let anyone be your gatekeeper.
Yeah.
How do you think mine got published? What's that?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I was just actually at a conference at symposium. I got back yesterday. It was down in Utah. It was a writing one, I should say. It's called LTUE, the Life, the Universe, and Everything. And it's number 43. 42 was last year, of course, the best one. But it's a fun writing conference. But it's always interesting hearing all these people like, oh, here's my idea. You know, I'm just like, okay, some of these ideas are good, and a lot of them just like, yeah, that's a terrible idea. But go ahead. You know what I mean? Like,
So, Liam, you just made me feel so very, very ancient. Are you telling me Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is 43 years old?
it must be at least that old if this conference is named after that line from the
God,
book.
I'm so old. I'm so old. I read that before I could drive.
My condolences.
Oh my God. So, Worldcon by any chance, Liam?
What was that?
The Worldcon in Seattle?
Oh, you know, I've thought about it. I don't have any definitive plans though. Shall see how work plays me. So.
Well, I will be there at the Free Lounge, giving out self-published books to people. If I have to, hit them in the back of the head and then stick it in their, coat. That's what I'm.
That sounds like a good idea. Good plan.
I heard, other authors like went to Dragon Con, and they got together in a big group and they went here and there together, they're a 4 and under soccer team and just chasing the ball. And I'm like, that sounds horrid. I would rather just stay in my hotel room by myself than do that. So I decided to volunteer at the Free Lounge. So, you all go wander away. If I get tired of you, I'm just going to pick up a book and go sit down and act like I'm reading and, not talk to you.
I feel that.
So, how about you? Are you coming down for it?
No, I can't. I can't afford it.
Fair.
Not anytime soon.
I still buy the plane ticket, so yeah.
I mean, having it so close is a nice opportunity.
Well, apparently it's going to be in LA next year, or Anaheim, I guess.
Oh, I'd rather go to Seattle, I think.
I don't
Not
wanna
that
do
either
either.
one would be great.
Yeah, I don't want to do either.
I know cities these days.
And then it looks like Montreal the year after that. So
That'd be all right.
if Tim McKay is still in the chat, you can also go pile in at his place.
Huh.
Not here, he can't say no. So it's a plan.
I think Montreal would actually be really fun if you can stand the Quebecois. But I think it'd be fun. So.
Oh, I just put on my very best Donald Trump persona and go talk to them and see what happens.
They'd probably be really happy about that.
Well, if it's 3 years away, things might have changed by then.
Yeah,
Who
true.
knows?
You're right.
I mean, they might be the
Still be
51st
Canada.
state by then,
They might be really happy about
Maybe.
That's a 51st. I don't even need my passport.
Maybe Greenland will beat them to it, and they'll be the 52nd state. Who knows?
Right.
Anyway, we're not going to go into politics. That's just that's a bad idea.
Just jokes. It's just jokes.
So anyway, we have a creature that wakes up every day and wonders why it even exists and what its point is in the world.
Philosophical, nice.
I think this is going to have to be paired off against the Samboni. I think that these two, they're about the same size. They're both naturally aggressive.
We never actually defined the size of this creature.
Beetle. What was it? What type of beetle?
Rhino.
Panther.
Rhino beetle. So
It's just a.
If it's roughly rhino beetle size, then okay.
That's a pretty big beetle.
It can, they can get big.
6 inches.
Yes.
oh
That's
wow! Didn't know that.
decent size.
Wow, how do these buzzards not know that it's stuck to them?
Big
Well, it's a
buzzard.
symbiotic relationship, which means there's something benefiting the buzzard as well.
Yeah, it scratches their back itches.
Right between the wings, you know.
Yeah.
Like, okay, chicks, they have to get out of the nest. Start everything on fire.
Yeah. Oh, it keeps them warm. There you go.
Ugh, I don't know. I almost think that the snot balls have to be like addictive to the buzzards.
Oh, that works.
That's not a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, well, I'm not a biologist, okay? I took one biology class in my life, and that was in 1990. Yeah, 1990. So
That was a while ago.
a bit.
Yeah.
Just a little while ago, before the rest of us were born, actually.
Yeah.
Right.
Significantly. Almost a decade.
10 years. Yep.
God, that's just sad. I did have a woman last week come up to me, and I was like, yeah, I'm a little bit older than you. She goes, oh, I know, Mike, you're older than my parents.
Tough.
So, but she was born and raised in Alabama, so she suffered enough.
True.
You know, the other guy that might have come was Tim, and he lives in Alabama. Anyways, so
Oh,
great. I hope he sees this.
Because I don't know if my subdivision would be on the atlas if he wanted to come and try to find me. So
That's fine. He'd probably agree.
I was born and raised in Kentucky, so I always tell people thank God for West Virginia, because what else are we going to make fun of?
I guess that's fair.
Alabama, thank God for Mississippi, for the same reason. So
I mean, there's always California. It's always an option.
There's a lot of places to make fun of. Illinois kind of sucks too.
I've been to Illinois, at a city that was 3 hours from Chicago and 3 hours from St. Louis. If that's not the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that was Indiana. What are you talking about?
He's talking about Terre Haute.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean,
Or Danville or something.
I always tell people Indiana, Ohio, is there even a difference?
Yeah, like 30 minutes. That's the difference.
Oh well. Well, gentlemen, thank you for this. I need to go get my beauty sleep.
Same.
Yeah.
And go into work tomorrow and make God knows what I'm going to make. I think I'm making a self tanner. Yay! So
That's cool.
Cool.
I make personal care I make shampoos and lotions.
That's cool.
So if anyone ever says, does anybody even know what's on the back of a shampoo bottle, what all that crap is? I know.
All right.
I'll call
So
you.
if we ever got questions,
Yeah.
It's good for not knowledge. It's good to have.
so you're a chemist who knows nothing about biology but makes biological products.
Oh no, I make lotions. I mean, we this is my brother who is still here. I will tell you that I used to go visit customers, but one time I stayed out working in the yard too long, and I ended up getting sunburn on the top of my head. And I had to go the following week to talk about our shampoo, our additives for shampoo and conditioners, as my top of my head was peeling, and they never let me go see customers again after that. True story.
Can you blame him?
Carolina, matter of fact,
Oh man.
Salisbury, I think.
Free market speaks, baby. What can I say?
So, okay, gentlemen. Well, thank you for this. I will put it. I guess I'll put it on Discord so Liam and T, you'll see it. I don't know if either of you are on Twitter.
No.
You probably have better sense than me. But hey,
yeah.
if you're on Twitter, you can get all the latest Daniel Green gossip.
Yo. It's a mess.
Yeah.
So
Colin's like, I don't even know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
It's all right. Not missing a whole lot.
you are not missing anything. And you missed the whole Space Bow debacle right before then. So yeah, look at what you're missing when you're not on Twitter. Drama, lots and lots of drama.
It
why I'm
seems
not
like
on
the
Twitter.
book community has way more drama than it needs to.
It definitely does.
Yeah. So, well, thank you, gentlemen. And
Yes.
I will
Thanks
be
for inviting us.
in Discord probably in a few weeks. Okay.
Thank
Wait,
All right.
everyone. It's time to go.